Hello, I'm Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Welcome back. Thanks for showing love and showing support to the channel. Really appreciate it. I eat, sleep, and breathe Dodgers baseball. The sports judge with you on this Thursday. Uninspired performance by the Los Angeles Dodgers Wednesday night. The Dodgers lost 8-2. Their lead in the NLDS is now 2-1, and there will be a game 4 later today. The Phillies kept their season alive. I'm trying to get people's reactions on a scale of 1 through 10. What's your confidence level regarding the Dodgers heading into game 4? You're going to have clunkers here and there. I get it. But they may have just woken up the Phillies. The Dodgers, man, to lose in that fashion that they did last night was really something. There's plenty of stuff that went wrong in that game last night. You talk about the offense not being able to do anything. And let's be honest, the offense did enough to outlast the Phillies the first 2 games. But overall, they've been terrible. Way too many swings and misses. Not making pitchers work. So you have an offense that it can't take advantage of leadoff runners on base. And again, I've said this about the Dodgers. You aren't playing team baseball by moving the runner up, even if they leave runners on because of missed opportunities. If they aren't hitting home runs or not fortunate in stringing hits together, they aren't going to score. They've done just enough to pull it out. The starting pitching has no doubt looked great this series. The defense is showing up. The bats have not really woken up. It's been all starting pitching. Great outings from Blake Snell and Shohei Ohtani. And if one of your starters struggles, that usually means bad things for the Dodgers. The big bats go cold, no run support. You're playing from behind, having to trust in the arms you have in your bullpen. The bullpen can't come through. The offense dies out. That Dodgers offense has a lot of star power, by the way. But when we look at the big picture, the Dodgers have lost games like this because the big bats go quiet. They quiet down. This is exactly what I feared the Dodgers would do. This could have been a game you win. This series could have been decided last night. Here was your moment to close it out, but you decided to quit playing baseball. Oh well, if we don't win this game, we have game 4 tomorrow night. I feel like that was their mindset last night. Momentum is a crazy thing. Letting a team hang around is not a good thing. The Dodgers, they're letting the Phillies hang around more than you let your ex hang around. I feel like that's the kind of game they should win, because the longer you let a team hang around, the more they believe they can win. It just feels like the Phillies have the mojo to finally win and take this series back to Philly for a decisive game 5. And I think the Dodgers are going to start to feel the pressure. Tonight, game 4, must win. Don't think about last night and treat today like a must-win game. Don't let them get another one. 2 games at Dodger Stadium. Don't let them do that. The winner of tonight's game will take this series. So game 4 is a must win. What you can't do is let the Phillies win both and flip all the pressure back on you. The top of the lineup, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, has done nothing. And if your best player, your leadoff guy, is 1 for 12, 7 strikeouts, then you're not going to have a great day offensively. I struggle with how to frame it and how to think about it. And I'm just going to comfortably blur it out that Ohtani's game is off. Watching him, he looks terrible. That guy is swinging and missing on mid fastballs down the middle. Really a pathetic offensive performance last night from guys not named Tommy Edman or Mookie Betts. I don't know if I want to just put it on Ohtani, because that would not only make me think bad things about Ohtani, but that wouldn't be fair to a guy who pitched beautifully and masterfully in, I believe it was game 2 or game 1. The other guys in this lineup need to wake up, show up, and be ready to slap a ball all over the field. It's what they're not doing collectively as a team. In a game when the Dodgers needed their bats to do something, they didn't. Max Muncy in a big spot. Dodgers needing someone to come to life. Muncy comes up, hits it to an inning-ending double play in the 6th inning of game 3. And this is the truth, is that a lot of times the Dodgers leave runners stranded, unable to do damage, get the big hit that changes the entire trajectory of the game. And at a certain point, they're like, let's forget about this and get tomorrow's game. What I hate about the postseason for the Dodgers annually, it seems, is that you see a lineup, a roster that has a ton of depth, a big 3, MVP level players, and yet their bats freeze. They just wet their pants and just throw in the towel. Like, I don't know if they punted that game, but I know their manager, Dave Roberts, did when he left Clayton Kershaw in the game and watched from the dugout as the future Hall of Famer got rocked by a Phillies lineup that blew the game. And no, Yamamoto did not have his best stuff. Did not have his best command and struggled. Bad time for his worst start. What an absolute disaster performance from him. I literally knew this was going to happen. And early on, with the way he was pitching, you can tell it was going to be a long night. I mean, the Dodgers, I guess you have to live with your own DNA. I guess you are who you are. That's who they are. This offense has to find a way. Everybody from 1 through 9 needs to pick it up. And if they're going to win games, they have to rely on the long ball and get strong innings from their starters. And I get it. Look, I understand. You expect Yamamoto, who is your ace, to go more than 4 innings. Epic fail on his part. Your ace couldn't get through the 5th inning. And you've seen Clayton Kershaw, the future Hall of Famer, the years that he's been here. He still can't be trusted in October and has another one of his disastrous postseason outings. And I don't mean to be harsh or say anything bad about Clayton Kershaw, but we can't have that again. Kershaw is not who I want to see on the mound anymore. And that's how you know Dave Roberts doesn't trust his bullpen if he's going with a veteran starter. Not only do you go to him, but you punt it game 3, letting him stay out there. I'm confused as to why Roberts punted a playoff game. It was 3-1 going into the 8th. And what he was probably hoping was that Clayton Kershaw would come in to get the outs and keep the game close. And as it got bad, he just left Kershaw in the game and elected to rest his high leverage guys for game 4. That's the only thing I can really think of. I'm not sure you touch him again. I'm not sure you have him come out of the bullpen in critical situations. Year after year, whenever he's called upon, he continues to let down the Dodgers, falls apart as he did in the 8th inning. I'm always amazed with how this guy goes from a Cy Young pitcher to a Double-A pitcher when the playoff starts. Now you lost the game, and never really had a chance to complete the sweep because the Phillies jumped all over them early. Ranger Suarez comes in and gives you some good quality innings. They weren't touching him. The bullpen comes in for the Dodgers. I think Anthony Banda was tremendous in getting the outs that he got. Banda comes in to relieve Yamamoto. He inherited 2 on, no out, which became second and third after a double steal. Then he strikes out Kyle Schwarber, got Bryce Harper to pop out, then struck out Brandon Marsh. We can talk all we want about what the Dodgers don't have in their bullpen and how they're not good enough. Banda said, I heard all of that stuff and was like, I'm going to clean up the mess. I'm going to clean up the mess Yamamoto made. And with nobody out, no outs, Banda gets out of a bases loaded jam for the Dodgers. He got you 3 big outs. But you saw Yamamoto who just didn't have it. The lineup never seems to hit well, produce the numbers when he's on the mound. That's just odd to me. You know, it seems to happen. I feel like every time Yoshi Yamamoto pitches that the Dodgers offense suddenly disappears. What really did it for Yamamoto was Kyle Schwarber's homer. His towering shot clearing the right field pavilion in a 3-run 4th inning, that one broke Yamamoto. That ended his night. He wasn't the same pitcher after that. And so you look at this game, man, this was a giveaway game for sure. This was a game that the Dodgers said, you know what? We're not going to get it tonight. We'll just try it again in Game 4 tomorrow. We'll just try our luck again, and we'll see what happens in Game 4. But I'm going to tell you this. If the Dodgers don't win Game 4 tonight, they're in a world of trouble. So they better come in ready to play ball because they don't want to send this series back to Philadelphia. If they do, they might end up losing this series. And I think tonight will decide who wins this series. Game 4 for the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight is everything. And we need our guys to step up offensively. We need great pitching from Tyler Glass now. We need him to have his best stuff tonight. If we do that, we should be fine and we should win this game tonight. But the Dodgers are going to have to bounce back and they're going to have to respond in the way they didn't last night. And if they can do that, then they will be moving on to the NLCS. All right, everybody, you guys have a great day. Enjoy the game later on, Dodger fans. I'll be watching for sure. It's a 3:08 start. First pitch is 3:08. I will definitely be watching the game, as you guys know. But, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate the love and support. We'll talk again very soon. Your boy's about to check on out of here now. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to check out the content as always. Got more great stuff coming up for you guys. Got more NFL stuff to get into. Of course, MLB postseason. We got a lot of stuff we can dive into. But guys, you take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll talk again very, very soon. Your boy is checking out. Peace.